Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Respected friends, welcome you all. Let there be the deep joy prevail in our life, unconditional, as a result of all the sadhanas we do after thoroughly understanding them through this everyday endeavor of studying our Shastras, which are the guidance certain by the experienced Gurus, Rishis, Saints. Welcome you all. Lots of appreciations to you, gratitudes to you, and the congratulations to you for being so beautifully, wonderfully regular, and that is what is the appeal. Without giving up this endeavor, take up to the next level of endeavor of becoming contemplative to know how this knowledge can be best understood, best utilized. Upanishads we are studying for invoking the grace of Parabrahma, Shruti Mata, Guru Gana, Devata Gana, and Ishvara and Adiparashakti Mata, so that our Vyaktitwas of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha Jnatrutva, Vyakarana Sahita, Purupasakaha, Daivopasakaha, Mananakarta, Chintanakarta, Vididhyasanakarta, Anubhavi, Anubhavanishtita. These are the Vyaktitwas we want to strengthen. Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Today we are going to conclude the fourth chapter. The last two mantras are ardent, deep, faithful prayers to the Parameshwara with the knowledge that He is there, with the knowledge that He listens to our prayers, with the knowledge that He is powerful enough to, kind enough to bless us. One prayer is Kaschid Bhiruhu Prapadyate. That I am the Bhiru, I am lost in samsara of identity with upadhis. Mam pahi. From this you protect me. How you protect and all, now it is left to you. You know it, how best you do. While doing so, what I have to do, I will do, but let me know it also clearly what exactly I have to do. That was the prayer in 21 mantra. Yesterday we saw. In today's last sloka, 22nd mantra, 4th chapter, the prayer is, O Lord, all that is required for my outer safe, secured life and for my inner sadhana, all that is required. Provide them to me lavishly, fully, and please, please, for whatever the reasons, don't take them away, don't destroy them. Very sublime, very beautiful prayer. When we study it with Bhashyam, we will see what are the details that we can grasp from that mantra and Bhashyam. Right, friends? And before that, we do our Upanishad mantra Parayanam. In fact, today we'll chant all these 22 mantras of this chapter. Before that, our Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, as we do every day, a very short common sense thought also. And foremost is our Vedic chanting. In the Vedic chanting, we are doing Rigveda, Parayanam, Dashama, Mandalam. We will do today 28, 29, 30, 31. These four Anuvakas. Put together, there may be some 40, 45 mantras. Let us start. Om Athaveda Parayanam Rugvedaha Dashama Mandalam अष्टाविंशतितम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ विश्वो ह्यन्यो हरिराजगाम ममेदः श्वशुरो न जगाम जक्षियाद्धाना उत सोमं पपीयात् स्वाशितः पुनरस्तञ्जगायात् सरोरुवत् वृषभस्तिग्मशृङ्गो वर्ष्वन्तस्थौ परिमन्ना पृथिव्याः विश्वेश्वेनं वृजनेषु पामियो मे कुक्षीसुतसोमः पृणाति अद्रिणाते मन्दिन इन्द्रतूयान् सुन्वन्ति सोमान् पिबसि त्वमेषाम् पचन्ति ते वृषभा अत्सि तेषां पृक्षेण यन्मघवन् हूयमानः इदं सुमे जरितराचिकिद्धि प्रतीपं शापं नद्यो वहन्ति लोपाशः सिंहं प्रत्यञ्चमत्साः क्रोष्टावराहं निरतक्तकक्षाद् कथात एतदहमाचिकेतं गृत्सस्य पाकस्तपसो मनीषाम् तवसो मनीषाम् त्वन्नो विद्वारुतुथा विवोचो यमर्थं ते मघवन् क्षीम्याधूः एवाहि मां तव संवर्धयन्ति दिवश्चिन्मे बृहत उत्तराधूः पुरो सहस्राणि शिशामि साकमश्रुतं हि मा जनिता जजान एवाहि मां तव जज्ञुरुग्रं कर्मन् वृषणमिन्द्रदेवाः वधें वृत्रं वज्रेण मन्दसानोपव्रजं महिना दाशुषेवम् देवास आयन् परशूरभिभ्रन्वना वृश्चन्तो अभिविड्भिरायन् निसुद्ध्वं ददतो वक्षणासु यत्र कृपीठमनुदद्धहन्ति शशक्षुरं प्रत्यञ्चं जगाराद्रिं लोकेन व्यभेदमारात् बृहन्तं चिद्रुहते रन्धयानि वयद्वत्सो वृषभं शूशुवानः सुवर्ण इत्था नखमासिषायावरुद्धः परिवपदं न सिंहः निरुद्धश्चिन्महिषस्तर्ष्यावान् गोधा तस्मा अयथङ्कर्षदेतत् तेभ्यो गोधा अयथङ्कर्षदेतद्ये ब्रह्मणः प्रतिपीयन्त्यन्नैः सिम उक्ष्णो वसृष्टा अदन्ते स्वयं बलानि तन्वः शृणानाः एते शमीभिः सुशमी अभूवन्येहिन्विरे तन्वः सोम उक्थैः नृवद्वदन्नुपनो माहि वाजान् दिवि श्रवो ददिशे नाम वीरः 29 वनेन वायोन्यधायि चाकञ्चुचिर्वां स्तोमो भुर्णावजीगः यस्येदिन्द्रः पुरुदिनेषु होतान् नृणां नर्यो नृतमः क्षपावान् प्रते अस्या उषसः प्रापरस्यान्नृतौ स्यामनृतमस्य नृणाम् अनुत्रिशोकः शतमावहन्रून् कुत्सेन रथो यो असत्स सवान् कस्ते मद इन्द्ररन्त्यो भूद्दुरो गिरो अभ्युग्रो विधाव कद्वाहो अर्वागुपमा मनीषा आत्वा शक्यामुपमं राधो अन्नैः कदुद्युम्नमिन्द्रत्वावतोऽनॄन् कयादिया करसि कन्न आगन् मित्रो न सत्य उरुगाय वृत्त्या अन्ने समस्येदसन्मनीषाः प्रेरयसूरो अर्थं न पारं ये अस्य कामं जनिधा इवग्मन् गिरश्च ये ते तु विजातपूर्वीर्नर इन्द्र प्रतिशिक्षन्त्यन्नैः मात्रेऽनुते सुमिते इन्द्रपूर्वीद्यौर्मङ्मना पृथिवी काव्येन वरायते कृतवन्तः सुतास स्वाद्मन् भवन्तु पीतये मधूनि आमध्वो अस्मा असि चन्नमत्रमिन्द्राय पूर्णं नहि सत्यराधाः सवावृधे परिमन्ना पृथिव्या अभिक्रत्वा नर्यः पौंस्यैश्च
व्यानरिन्द्रः पृतनाः सोजा अस्मै यदन्ते सख्याय पूर्वीः आस्मारतं न पृतना सुतिष्ठयं भद्रया सुमत्या चोदयासे 30 प्रदेवत्रा ब्रह्मणे गातुरे त्वपो अच्छा मनसो न प्रयुक्ति महीं मित्रस्य वरुणस्य धासीं पृथुज्रयसि श्रीरधासु भृक्त्यम् अध्वर्यवो हविष्मन्तो हि भूताच्छाप इतो शतीरुषन्तः अवयाश्चष्टे अरुणः सुपर्णस्तमान्यद्वमूर्मिमद्यासु हस्ताः अध्वर्यवोपयिता समुद्रमपां न पातं हविषाय जध्वं सवो ददधूर्मिमद्यासु पोतं तस्मै सोमं मधुवन्तं सुनोत यो अनिध्वो दीदयदप्स्वन्तर्यं विप्रास ईडते अध्वरेशो अपां न पास्मधुमतीरपोदायाभिरिन्द्रो वावृते वीर्याय याभिः सोमो मोदते हर्षते च कल्याणीभिर्युवतिभिर्नमर्यः ता अध्वर्यो अपो अच्छा परे हि यदा सिञ्चा ओषधीभिः पुनीतात् देवेद्यूने युवतयो समन्त नमन्त यदीमुषन्नुषतीरेत्यच्छाम् सञ्जानते मनसा संचिकित्रे ध्वर्यवो दिषणापश्च देवीः यो वो वृताभ्यो अकृणोदु लोकं यो वो मह्या हविषस्थेरमुञ्चद तस्मा इन्द्राय मधुमन्तमूर्मिं देवमादनं प्रहिणोतनापः प्रास्मै हिनोत मधुमन्तमूर्मिं गर्भो यो वः सिन्धवो मध्व उत्सः वृतपृष्ठमीड्यमध्वरेष्वापो रेवतीः शृणुता हवं मे तं सिन्धवो मत्सरमिन्द्रपासमूर्मिं प्रहेतय उभे इयर्ति मदच्युतमौषानं न भोजां परित्रितन्तुं विचरन्तमुत्सम् आवर्वृततीरधनुद्विदारागोषु युधो न नियवं चरन्तेः ऋषे जनित्रीर्भुवनस्य पत्नीरपो वन्दस्व सवृदः स योनीः हिनोता नो अध्वरं देवयज्ञा हिनोत ब्रह्म सनये धनानां ऋतस्य योगे विश्यद्वमूदः सृष्टिवरीर्भूतनास्मभ्यमापः आपो रेवतीः क्षयथा हि वस्वः क्रतुं च भद्रं बिभृत्थामृतं च रायश्चस्तस्वपत्यस्य पत्नीः सरस्वती तद्गृणते वयोधात् प्रतियदापो अदृश्रमायतेर्घृतं पयांसि बिभ्रतीर्मधूनि अध्वर्युभिर्मनसा संविधाना इन्द्राय सोमं सुषुतं भरन्तेः हेमा अग्मन्रेवतीर्जीवधन्या अध्वर्यवः साधयता सखायः निबर्हिषि दत्तन सौम्या सोपां नप्त्रा संविधाना स एनाः आग्मन्नापौषतीर्बर्हिरेदं न्यध्वरे असदं देवयन्तेः अध्वर्यवः सुमत्सुनुतेन्द्राय सोममभूदुवः सुशका देवयज्ञा. Let us do one more. 31st. आनो देवानामुपवेतु शंसो विश्वेभिस्तुरैरवसे यजत्रः तेभिर्वयं सुशखायो भवेम तरन्तो विश्वादुरितास्याम परिचिन्मर्तो द्रविणं ममन्याद्रुतस्य पथा नमसा विवासेत् कुतस्वेन क्रतुना संवदेत श्रेयां सन्दक्षं मनसा जगृभ्यात् तथायि धीतिरससृग्रमं शास्तीर्थेन दस्ममुपयन्त्युमाः अभ्यानश्मसु विदस्य शोषं न वेदसो अमृता नाम भूम नित्यश्चाकन्यात् स्वपतिर्धमौना यस्मा उदेवः सविता जजान भगो वागोभिरर्यमेम न जज्ञात्सो अस्मै चारुश्च यदुत स्यात् इयं सा भूया उषसामि वक्षा यद्धक्षुमन्तः शवसा समायन् अस्य स्तुतिं जरितुर्भिक्षमाणा नः शग्मासोपयन्तु वाजाः अस्येदेषा सुमतिः स्वप्रधाना भवत्सु पूर्व्या भूमनाः गौः अस्य सनीडा असुरस्य योनौ समान आभरणे बिभ्रमाणाः किं स्विद्वनं क स वृक्ष आसयतोऽद्या वा पृथिवी निष्टतक्षुः सन्तस्थाने अजरे इत ऊती अहानि पूर्वे ऋषसो जरन्द नैतावदेना परो अन्यदस्त्युक्षा सद्या वा पृथिवी बिभर्ते त्वचं पवित्रं कृणुत स्वधा वान्यदें सूर्यं न हरितो वहन्ति स्तेगो न क्षामत्येति पृथ्वीं विहन्नवातो विहवाति भूम मित्रो यत्र वरुणो अज्यमानोऽग्निर्वने नव्यसृष्टशोकं स्तरीर्यत्सूतसद्यो अज्यमानाव्यतिरव्यतीः कृणुतस्व गोपा पुत्रो यत्पूर्वः पित्रोर्जनिष्ठशम्याङ्गौर्जगार युद्धपृच्छान् उत कण्वं नृषदः पुत्रमाहुरुत श्यावोधनमादत्तवाजी प्रकृष्णाय ऋषदपिन्वतोद्धर ऋतमत्र न किरस्मा अपीपेत ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Narayana. Yes. 31 we have done, 32 onwards, we'll see tomorrow. Now, friends, in our common sense thoughts, today, first one is just know what we did related to that ki whatever we practice, that becomes slowly our nature, isn't it? Practice tamoguna, that becomes nature, and we become slave to it. Practice rajoguna, that becomes our nature, it won't leave us. Practice sattva-guna, we become so. And practice shuddha sattva-guna, that becomes our nature. All what we do, the Vedic chantings, our Mangalacharana shlokas, our Veda mantra ucharana, our Upanishad adhenam, they're all the Shuddha Sattva Sambandhi. When we do them continuously, constantly, regularly, overpowering with Shraddha, the doubtless faith is that our Vyaktitva Antakarana gets filled with this Shuddha Sattva Guna divinity. This is how it has happened to all. This is how it happens to us also. And that's why we are taking up these things every day. Today's first common sense thought is this. And as we said the other day, we have to encourage ourselves, we have to inspire ourselves. Now, where else in this way every day the pure Veda mantras are chanted so consistently than in our class? And mind you, for you and I, this Sanatana Dharma means Vedas are the final authority of all knowledge to be known and practiced. We are starting to chant them, showing our respect, reverence, and faith in them. No, a time will come very soon wherein the Shruti Mata, the Rishis, will bless us with the sublime revelation of the meaning of these Veda mantras, in which, without any doubt, we'll come to know how we have to execute our external life, internal life, with the purposes and processes. The Shruti Mata is waiting for someone to tune to her to guide, and her guidance is best and ultimate. We, the Sanatana Dharma, means for us the Vedas are the ultimate. So, Veda Parayana, here in this class we are doing the beautiful Rigveda and in the Krishna Yajurveda and the Mandukya, it's Atharana Veda Upanishad. Daily we are, which who are the ones doing? Secondly, highest of the Upanishads, Brahma Vidya giving, we are studying them directly from the Upanishad with Bhashyam here and with the Karikas there and evening.
Same Upanishad Sara through the Prakarana Granthas. See the beauty of what we are doing. Acknowledge those blessings given by the Lord and Guru Parampara. Accept them, value them, know the value of them, and therefore value them. And what we are doing is the best, as it was said one of the days. What we are doing is the best, and that has to be done in a better and better and better manner. That's what is the only goal. And the opposite aspect of it is what? Key to these blessings when we don't respond by not recognizing their value and don't make use of them, we are giving ourselves a wonderful chance to fall down. And wonderful means full chance to fall down, to go away, to go astray, to get distracted. And is that the Loma Rishi cursed that Brahmana, or the Brahmana with his disobedience invoked the curse in the evening class? Isn't it? That's a big lesson for us. And again, curse is nobody giver, nobody gives. We invoke. So too, blessings nobody gives. We invoke. To invoke blessing or curse, always it is our choice. And at every moment we are at a Y road. With all the facilities around, with all the intellection inside. To choose the path of curse or to choose the path of blessing. And here it's not when the words used curse or blessings, sentimental, emotional, nahi hai wo. Intellectual. That's how the world is. है ना? Like with all the human abilities, when we work hard, earn a lot of money, what are we doing? We are taking the path of invoking the grace or blessings. Isn't it? With all the abilities, facilities, when we are lazy, we won't get anything in life. That's what is the meaning of invoking the curse. What is emotional about it? It is pure intellectual. Right? This is the first thought for the day. Think about it. Now, second one in continuation of yesterday. So simple. Key. Therefore, we as a so-called wise human beings, especially the attendants of the Upanishadic classes, if at all in our drushti, the rishis, the Shastra said theme is there. And if we recognize that we are in the drushti of the Lord and the rishis, that's why they are providing us this blessing. Therefore, what is the second thing for the day is all through the day try maximum to engage in one or the other sadhana. Try maximum to engage in one or the other sadhanas. This is our immediate Lakshya Sankalpa. Naturally, those sadhanas should be the best ones. They have to be done in the better than the best manner. These sentences go without saying. Point 2. Point 3 is what? Key, when we are wanting to engage in this way in our sadhanas, once convinced, be attentive. With the intellect, just keep involving, that's it. As said again and again, it is the value given to the mind and senses, etc., that they become overpowering. Thus, they pull us away from our intellectual convictions. Isn't it? Therefore, just keep engaged in the sadhanas to be done. The things will automatically get settled. The other things, the nagging things. If you remember one of the days we gave this example, that if the mother is too much attending to the child, that fellow becomes so cranky, so attention seeking. For no reason also he goes on pulling her, With that type of wrong training to the child, that mother cannot do anything. That's why a wise mother is so subtle. She knows that this fellow really needs me or not. Whenever definitely he needs her, she runs for feeding or if any mosquito bite or to get him sleep, etc. नहलवाने के लिए खाना खिलाने के लिए. Otherwise, she will engage in the household chorus, isn't it? Otherwise, she can't do anything. Even Krishna was nagging Mother Yashoda. She said, "Fellow, let me do my work." She tied him to that pestle mortar only. That's it. Isn't it? In the same way, when we engage in our sadhana, intellectually convinced ones, with Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, engage in them so much that the mind, senses, etc. are not given undue value importance. If they are given, they become important. When they are important, our conviction is lost. Then never ever we'll find time convenience to do our sadhana, which every day happening to us, isn't it? Every day is passing. Every day is an opportunity. Every day we are supposed to do sadhana fully well, but are we doing? No. Why? The conviction is not strong enough and the common sense is not there, that we have to get convinced and we have to follow that conviction and don't worry about the suggestions of the mind, the demands of the senses, obligations of the world, etc. etc. इनको अटेंड करते जाओ, ये रहते ही जाएंगे और वो रह जाता है. Understand? Keep on attending them. They continue demanding our attention. Then our sadhana just remains a dream. Beauty is what? When we start doing sadhana, all things get settled. Like your morning hour, 1 hour class. You are coming, the whole world is settled by its own way that you are not disturbed for this 1 hour. Isn't it? And for those who didn't have this idea, they went on giving value to all the outer excuses. So much that they never attended even one class. You are not missing even one class. They are not attending even one class. See the difference between these two. है ना? आपने पूरा इतना वैल्यू दिया इस क्लास को, इसलिए बाकी सब अपने आप सेट हो गया. अब वो लोग दूसरे चीजों को इतना वैल्यू दे रहे कि उनको ये सेट हो गया कि जिंदगी चलेगा विदाउट अटेंडिंग क्लास. Isn't it? It's just like some of your evening class you stopped coming. Gone. It goes on like that only. That knack, we have to understand how these things function. Point two. Point three is what? To be able to do the sadhana consistently as per conviction. What's most importantly required is dheeraj, dhairya. That dhairya, the third meaning today. The other day we saw the two meanings. That fearlessness. It is the inexplicable, unknown. Fear is the one which doesn't allow us to consistently do the due sadhanas. What are the sadhanas? I need not mention, you know A to Z. We are talking about, even though when we know sadhanas, how to do them and why we don't do. Those are the discussions we are doing today. So the tremendous amount of fearlessness is required to conquer all the fears, because of which we are not able to do the sadhana. Underline this word, bhaya. That's why in the Daiviya Sampada, the first three things told were Abhayam, Sattva Samshuddhi, Jnana Yoga Vyavasthita. First thing was Abhayam only. The unknown fears of something or the other go on. You know, capturing us, weaken us, etc. Now the question is, where from this dhairyam or fearlessness comes? Remember in life, Fearlessness comes only from two things. One is crystal clear knowledge. Second, the conviction born out of that crystal clear authentic knowledge. So wherever we are not doing sadhana, we are lost in some sort of fear. Wherever, because of fear, we are not doing sadhana, we are not convinced. Wherever the conviction is not there means we are not very clear in our knowledge or understanding. तो जहाँ ज्ञान होता है वो निश्चय के रूप में बदलता है. वो निश्चय ही निर्भयता से हमें जो करना है कराता है. If not, every fear will overpower us. We will not be able to do not only this moment, but next moment. Not only the next moment, the whole day. Not only today, tomorrow. Not only today, tomorrow, the entire month, year, whole life, we will be as we are without doing sadhana. Like this, every life will be like that. And for everyone. Whoever doesn't want to understand it, doesn't want to improve himself. Isn't it? So therefore, we have to every day keep on adding to the width, depth of our knowledge and checking it in the form of conviction and seeing it that it is giving us the fearlessness. That fearlessness is making us do the due sadhanas, required sadhanas. And when we do the sadhana, then only the sadhya, the goal is achieved. There's no doubt. Right? Now, many things that can be elaborately, exhaustively explained, discussed. Mm, Three things only we talk about today regarding the knowledge. Krishna Vasudeva. First knowledge is this key. By not doing sadhana, by involving with the indriyas and mana, etc. in the world, other than getting miseries, other than getting the limitations, other than getting the fears, regrets or the guilts, what is that substantial we are getting? Substantial. Maybe little pleasures here and there they may be coming. But more than that, तो जिंदगी तो व्यर्थ ही हो रहा है ना. Where is that confidence? Where is that courage? Where is that sense of fulfillment, etc.? That we have fulfilled all my desires, we have nothing to achieve. ऐसा किसी भी थोड़ा सा भी फीलिंग है क्या? With all the indulgences and achievements. For example, how many quintals of mangoes we ate? But is there any fulfillment? That we want again one more, one more, one more. And how many hundreds of cinema serials we have seen? But is there an end of it? Are we feeling that satisfaction? Or still there is one more, one more? Think this is called as knowledge. That in the indulgence through senses and mind in the world, there is only emptiness, no fulfillment. When there is no fulfillment, there is emptiness. There is no sense of joy in life. खोया खोया हमेशा. सब कर रहे हैं, सब पा रहे हैं, फिर भी खोया खोया. And remember, it's not you and I at this level. Then you and I at every level and everybody at every level when they are in the world being worldly. Isn't it? Like a governor of a state. Wow, what a great honor to him. The whole state, including chief minister and cabinet, salutes him. For us, it looks like, but you look at him, he is still empty. He is not full because he is worried कि मेरा कब निकाल देंगे और मुझे पूरे गवर्नर का जगह छोड़कर जाना पड़ेगा. Because it is not permanent and it has its own so many things there. At every level, whether you call them duties or responsibilities, हर चीज परेशान करता ही रहता. Only one feeling that I am the governor of this state. Other than that, all fear only. And the movement is removed from that because nobody is permanent anywhere. Whole Bangla khali karke jana hai. See that the vice president, Bangla khali, isn't it? There is nothing. Same with you go to Indra. Arey yaar, I'll do this and that. Become Indra. Indra has his own limitation and fear again. In that way, out of three knowledges, the first knowledge is this one. Think about it more and more. Ki by being at this level, we are fooling ourselves, thinking that we are fulfilled. Not even one intelligence of ours with any of the sense organ in anything so far has given us fulfillment. Can we open ourselves to this naked truth, to this understanding? Are we ready for it? Or we are sentimental? Or we are emotional? That proves our maturity. Always the data details remain the same. How we receive them, how we react to them, respond to them, make use of them. That proves there's metal in us or brittleness in us. That we are broken, shattered, and not strengthened. First knowledge, think about it. Second is a knowledge based on faith. First one is our own everyday experience. Second is the knowledge based on the faith. That the entire Shastras Gurus say that through these sadhanas, which are necessary, compulsory, the goal achieved is so great, so lofty, so wonderful, that it is Purna, it is Ananta, it is Nitya Nirantara Ananda. Be attentive. In that, all the expected bliss, happiness, freedom, which are not there here, all of them are there. And in that, all the fears, the senses of unfulfillment, the senses of miseries, insecurities, or limitations, all what are there in this life, none of them are there. जहां जो भी उपलब्धियां नहीं है वहां सब कुछ है और यहाँ जो भी कमियां हैं वहां कुछ भी नहीं. That's what technically they call it as Janma, Jara, Roga, Mrityu, Parivartana, which are there in this world at the level of Upadhis, none of them are there. And the Purnata which is there is never here. The Nityata which is there is never here. The Ananda which is there is never here. The Mukta Sthiti which is there is never here. This is second knowledge we have to get. That knowledge should give us conviction. That conviction should give us the fearlessness. With that fearlessness, we fully engage in the sadhana, keep on doing. Thus, all the powerful obstructions, naturally, of the mind senses, they are slowly conquered, transcended. More details can be discussed on this aspect. Left your discretion. Now, the third point today, the last one is as yesterday we got it from the Brahmanu text. Powerful. And that text, Shankara Bhagavan, gave us that tip, that knowledge from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which is very, very powerful if it clicks to us. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful it is. If it clicks, I tell you, from 1520 to 90, you have reached to in your snake and ladder game. है ना कभी कोई छोटे छोटे ladders होते हैं wherein only 10 points you cross. There is some big ladder from 20 takes to 80 90. चलो सर्प भी ऐसा होता है सांप which गिराते हैं हमको 2 या 3 पॉइंट. कोई कोई स्नेक होता है वो 72 it will bring you to 8 or 7. देखा है कि जिंदगी में. This is that type of powerful knowledge of long ladder. which takes to the highest height, but very tough to catch, है ना? उसके लिए भी अलग दिमाग, अलग मेटल, अलग एबिलिटी होना चाहिए. The paradox here is what? If this knowledge is understood, the amount of fearlessness comes is tremendous and enormous. But the unfortunate thing is what? To understand and accept this knowledge, that much fearlessness is required. इसको समझो तो निर्भयता आता है, लेकिन इसको समझने के लिए भी निर्भयता होना चाहिए. है ना? I'll try to put it in the best way of explainability. Whether I am successful or not, I don't know. We'll try. You also try to tune. Point one. Which is the master? The Jada or Chetana? Think about it. Quickly, to cut short the story, obviously the Chetana should be the master, not the Jada. Now, which is Jada and which is Chetana? Is the world Jada or Chetana, or is it me, Jada or Chetana? Obviously, the answer is I am Chetana, the entire Dehindra Pranamanovad Upadhi, and the outer world of Shabda Sparsha Spursa Gandha, which are all Jada. 2.3. If Chetana is master, then what should be the position of the Jada? Obviously, it should be the slave. Therefore, the master should be the master and the slave should be slave, or it should be the other way around. It is everywhere if you don't understand properly. At home, the wife should be wife and husband should be husband, or it should be the other way around. Is the parent should be children or children should be parents? In most of the cases, parents are children. That means they succumb to the stupid suggestions of the children. You are parent, you give birth to a stupid fellow, kick them if they doesn't listen to you. You have that ability, capacity, audacity. But do we do so? That's where we go wrong. That's why I said it requires tremendous amount of faith or fearlessness to understand this thing. That's what was said in the evening class yesterday. What was said, I am the Chetanam Brahma. On me depends this entire Upadhis, in fact, the entire universe. On me depends, not the other way around. I can exist, in fact, I am the existence without them. They cannot exist without me. I am the master. That's what was said yesterday. If I do that practice of Aham Brahmasmi, all the devatas will salute me. They will surrender to me. They will listen to me. If I don't do the practice that Aham Brahmasmi, then I do the practice of the Aham Dehadi Upadhi Asmi. For the need of the Upadhis, so many things we require. And all of those things are given to us by the Devatas. Therefore, we have to become slaves and beggars in front of them to such an extent that they make us dance according to their tuning like the Pashu. कल यही बात था ना जो आज बाकी पढ़ना है. We become Pashu in front of the Devatas. Who are the Devatas? These Upadhis, these Upadhi Adhisthana Devatas. We dance to their own tune as if they are masters. Whereas we are the masters. But that fearlessness, when we have, we gain this knowledge. When we gain this knowledge, the amount of fearlessness comes. Knowledge means knowledge and conviction. The amount of fearlessness comes is infinite, which is very required. That's what I tried. I told you. I'll try to put it in the best of the words. It is conveyable or not, I don't know. You also have to put your extra efforts to tune to this, to understand it. Very conscious you have to be. I am also trying to be absolutely conscious to tell. Simple word is what? I am Brahman, on me all these depend. Not the other way around. That have to be their slave. With this fearlessness, I do sadhana. What dare the mind intellect will do me? How dare they can command me? They depend on me, not me. They're not. The children depend on me, not I am on them. Why I have to be slave? उन दिनों में ऐसे ही होता था और रोते रहे 2 दिन खाना मत खा मर तू. That's how the fellow used to be in discipline and control. Nowadays, the parents are in the control of children. The other way around. I am the master. They are not the master. They depend on me. I don't depend on them. I am Brahman. That is why the power of Aham Brahmasmi sadhana, which is a fact, which is a truth. Now let me put it through some example. I don't know again. I'm afraid I will be able to convey it or not. Position of India till 15 years back. One, we don't work, but we want everything. Bhoga. The ones who doesn't work and they want the things, who are they called? They are beggars. When they are beggars, and the one who is giving alms to them, beggars ko, they will be the masters as will be, they will be the commandants. To such an extent, they will disregard, disrespect, and can tell to that beggar, chi chi chale jao yahan se. Was it not the condition of India 15 years back, especially in front of America? हम काम नहीं करेंगे और हमको सब कुछ चाहिए. Therefore, हम क्या थे? Beggars थे. Very good example. I love this example. I don't know why the Lord gave suddenly this example. Now, the other way around. हम काम करके मेक इन इंडिया हम सब प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. बी अटेंटिव. वेर एवर हम प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते हैं वो दैट रिक्वायरमेंट दैट नीड बी अटेंटिव. वी गिव इट अप और वी डाई बट वी विल नॉट बी स्लेव टू यू. देयरफॉर इवन अमेरिका ऑल्सो झुक रहा है कि नहीं इंडिया के सामने? डर रहा है कि नहीं बोलो? Even yesterday, what was sentenced by China? One of the minister, only India can save China and US. Kalka sentence. Because of the way the Indian policies that are going on internationally, everywhere. Only our Indian media and stupid opposition fellows, they misinterpret it. We are not able to conceive the biggest way how the plannings are happening. The executions are happening wherein from the smaller than small country to bigger than big country also. We are able to make good friendships. All are, irrespective of whether it's a Christian country or Islamic country or Taliban a terrorist country, कुछ भी हो, सब हमारे दोस्त. See the policies, डर रहे सब लोग. Why? We have changed it. What is the change? That we want everything but we will do nothing. Say later, we will do everything. And if something we want, we will only produce. If we cannot produce, be attentive. We give up that desire or we will die, but we will not become slave to it. This stand is the only one which we can, at the individual level also, total level also, will make us fearless and strong. Tomorrow the India can withdraw even from the IMF also. We don't want to be a part of you. Earlier we were beggars. इसलिए उनके सर हाउ कैन वी हैव सफिशिएंट मनी neither will contribute to you nor will take from you. Otherwise, we give you our 3.5% and you give it to Pakistan and they send terrorists to us. Bewakuf. Do you understand? When the such a huge population of 140 crores, जब वो निकम्मा होते हैं, such a big country is slave only. But when they start becoming the doers or the ones who create producer, they can command big countries now. See the fear in US now that Indians are dominating there. वो लोग कहता है इंडियंस को नौकरी मत दो because they work hard, they are intelligent, they are honest. Wherever hard work, intelligence, honesty are there, they have to rule and master. No? See the what do you call dilemma of that fellow, that he cannot be without Indians and he cannot go on supporting Indians. Here they are occupying every department. Everywhere they are the ones who are mastering. See the beauty of the Indian culture, Sanatana. It has a background over. Even Indian Muslim also honest. That is the beauty of India. That's the water. Like somebody talks great about Abdul Kalam. What is great? He studied Gita, Ramayana. That is why even though he was Muslim, he became great. Background is our Shastras. That's why he's great. Like that. See that? When India takes up the initiative, we can conquer all the world. In the same way, that example came, I shared with you. Within us also, when we ourselves claim that we are the masters, not the slave, then only the fearlessness comes. Then only all the sadhanas we do to realize the goal. En route, none of these chote mote upadhis can bind us or trouble us. This is the third knowledge which is so tough to grasp. What was said yesterday in the evening mantra? The devatas will make you a pashu. If you say I am Brahman, you are the Atman of all the devatas also. They were how dare they can. But sometimes they try. Later on they have to also surrender. So yesterday he cursed Lomasharishi. But later on he only Pachtana pada unko. In case of Hanumanji also. The devatas only have sent to test him. That Surasa. But when he showed his mettle, ki I am here to do Rama Karya. In that he did not fight. He became bigger. He became very small and came out. He used the intelligence. And all the devatas blessed him. मतलब through her. राम काज सब करिह हो तुम बल बुद्धि निदान. Bala and buddhi. Buddhi is the only bala. आशीष दे गए सो त्वरत चले हनुमान. So that is why the Upanishadic knowledge. Problem with us is what? We are keeping the knowledge only in the pustaka every day. Only up to Kan level. Not only you, the me speaker. We have to take it into the deep heart level. And whoever have taken, like why the Puja Gurudev and all, even at the age of 70, 75, they were able to command their upadhis and do the work. Command their upadhis, do the work. Upadhis have their own limitation. At that time we give up. जब old age death आता है तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. That is natural. Even the avatars also live and go. But before that, all the other slaveries and all other lazinesses, because of which we are not doing sadhana. Right? Why is that weakness? Because this wisdom is not there. In them they are convinced. I am Brahman, I am the master. These are upadhis cannot be without me. With that aim they were doing the work. Upadhis supported only. They have not commanded or derailed the work. And one day when they had to give up, they gave up. That's natural. Like after the age old comes, nobody in the world can do the things which they were doing. Especially the gross or physical things. That's the limitation of Sharir. But when we are hale, hearty, healthy, everything is convenient. Why we are not doing sadhana at that time? That weakness. What we have to become stronger. Strength comes from prayer, conviction. Conviction comes from the knowledge. The knowledges are three. About the binding nature of the world, about the liberating nature of the self. Third one is, I am the master, not that. That mantra, Aham Brahmasmi, which gives so much of fearlessness, We are afraid of doing that mantra. Like we are afraid of respecting our Hinduism, our Sanatana Dharma. We are afraid of studying our Shastras. We are afraid of respecting our Mahatmas, Rishis, Sadhus. This is how the negative things were induced in our hearts through the education system and by the ruling of the negative fellows. I understand. 70 years हो गया स्लेवरी चला गया फिर भी मन में स्लेवरी और भी है because the fear they have introduced in us, induced us, whether it's Britishers, whether it is Mughals, all these dirty Rakshasas, still it is lingering in us. Such a powerful thing that still we are not aggressively understanding, accepting the glory of our Sanatana Dharma and working for it. अभी भी हमको डर लगता है गीता पढ़ने में ऐसे गीता पढ़ने को नुकसान होता है घर में गीता नहीं रखना घर में रामायण नहीं रखना घर में महाभारत नहीं रखना लड़ाई होता है see the nonsense how much they have induced in us are you understanding it like that the upadhis have induced the fear in us so much that we cannot live without them. Therefore, we are slave to them. Therefore, neither we study Shastra, nor we are convinced of the truth, nor we understand accept sadhanas. Never we do them. फिर क्या? With all the precious human life given, we at the most live like a pashu and die like a pashu. Now, देखो, that thought yesterday's was so powerful, I tell you. In that Prakarana Grantha, Shankara Bhagavan ने जो दिया है I am the Atma of the Devatas. How dare they can command me? If this strength is there, in the beginning they tried to do. Like now the US tries, every way is trying to put sanctions on India. He's so confused. Yesterday's latest is what? एक को तो ग्रीन कार्ड कैंसिल करेंगे कहते एक कहते हैं that born children we were given the citizenship that I will not give, he says. Yesterday he tells to all the tech companies, don't employ Indians. He is trying everything. But we are not perturbed because we are not here to conquer someone, to conquer. We are here to grow ourselves, and while doing so, we are ready to serve others. One who is aiming at inner personal, true, pure growth, and for that who is ready to serve others, nobody can defeat. Just like the one who wants to be a bhogi but do nothing, nobody can help them. India was like that. Luckily, we are coming out of it. The neighbor country, you can see the Pakistan, they are lost in that. हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे हमें सब चाहिए therefore we beg everyone etc. We were also like that few years back, isn't it? This government, this whole Rishi Parampara, Guru Parampara, who are continuously blessing and praying, and honest people like you, your thoughts, hard work, slowly bringing our country to the top position. And it should sustain when we keep up that tempo. है ना? अगर नहीं किया तो फिर जो भी बड़े से बड़ा है फिर नीचे भी गिर जाता है. Outside what we have seen is nothing, inside also. So it's only the clear knowledge which gives conviction. With that clear conviction only, we are fearless in doing sadhanas. When we fearlessly do sadhanas, then only we can conquer the obstacles of sadhana, which are very, very small. To such an extent, if I say, कि मैं साधना करते करते मर भी जाऊं, I don't bother. Then what else can frighten me? बताओ. It's a simple thought and it's a fact. Fact is what? Even without doing any sadhana and remain like a buffalo, also I die. Again, बिना कुछ किए मरूंगा कि ना एक दिन. Now think one thought, I will die while doing sadhana. That's the meaning of that patriotic songs. सर कटा सकते हैं लेकिन सर झुका सकते नहीं, अपनी आजादी को हम हरगिज मिटा सकते नहीं. Translate into spirituality. The weakest fellow says, I will die as a bhogi without doing any yoga. You will die only as a bhogi. The other yogi says, योग साधना करते हुए मैं मरूंगा. मरना तो है ही है ना. Let me die doing my japa. Let me die doing my sadhana. Puja Gurudev's highest, many great sentences. One of them is this: I will die with my boots on, like an army person, army soldier. And he like that only lived his life. That conviction gave him all the strength. And therefore, whole world he traveled and did so many things. There is Gurudev, there is Vivekananda, there is Shankara, all of them. हमको अपने घर का दिन का काम काज करना भी नहीं आता. We can't even talk to our neighborhood and help somebody. We are so lazy and strengthless even to take care of the brothers and sisters. हर जगह मुंह मोड़कर आंख बंद कर कर ऐसे बैठ जाते. Such fellows who cannot grossly take care of their things inner and outer. Where is philosophy? Where is Vedanta? Where is the higher, deep meditational sadhanas, yoga sadhanas, sharanagatis, bhaktis to them? Nothing is. We are at that. न सिद्धांत में परफेक्शन है, न कन्विक्शन में, न फियरलेसनेस, नॉट डूइंग एनी साध, इवन वन साधना मजे से किया क्या हमने? At least one class did we enjoy thoroughly? One sitting of the japa, did we do it fulfillingly? See the fears in us. See the weaknesses in us. कि कुछ हो जाएगा, माइंड कहती है, या नहीं तो वो भोग करना है, वो भगरना है, इंडिया कहते हैं. तुरंत we give up sadhana, and what is weakness it is. Isn't it? Strength, strength, strength. Fearlessness, 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 only from conviction, conviction, and that comes only from the knowledge. And the main knowledges are these three, and बाकी सब इसके subsets है. So, so many other branches of required knowledges and convictions. Ultimately, every moment it is knowledge, it is conviction, it is fearless performance. Then it is success. When you perform, you are succeeding. Remember, I am not succeeding, Swamiji. Matlab, you are not performing, that's all. Because you are frightened, because you don't have fearlessness, because you have no conviction, because you have no knowledge at all. But I am coming to the class, yeah, I am giving knowledge, you are not taking. Isn't it? Like some people, no, eat so much and their stomach bulges so much, but all other parts of the body are so weak. Because जो खा रहे हैं तो हजम नहीं हो रहा, वो हजम होकर बॉडी में नहीं जा रहा. Because the mechanism is when you eat more, you do so much exercises and other activities that every part of the body take wants that energy, then energy gets spread, you become strong. Otherwise, only Akhanda Mandalakara will happen. So we also, the manana, chintana, if all of that we do, then our whole personality will glow with knowledge, conviction, strength. याद रखो, ज्ञानम, निश्चयम और शक्ति, निर्भयता, fearless. These are the only ones which can help us every moment and throughout life and any number of lives till the ultimate goal is reached. Friends, today the whole day we have spent on this. Why? I don't know. प्रभु ने आपसे ज्यादा मेरे को ये सब बातें कहलवाया. I also want to learn from these things. Thank you. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम येरिमे गुरुविपूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Yejime Guru Purvam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Bhavaiva Bhavaniti Me Nitaram. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Parabrahmane Shruti Matre. समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्य तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणेव मोक्ष प्राप्ति सनातनस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाक् तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन पूर्वक वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षामागतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म सुदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा धर्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नम् ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययम् निगमाद्यगदन्नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः So, last mantra we have, let us study it. Before that, mhm, the last but one 21st mantra was how exhaustively seen. Om Ajata Ityevam Kaschid Bhiruho Prapadyate Rudrate Rudrayatute Dakshinam Mukham Tena Mam Pahi Nityam. In this shloka, every word with bhashya, so precious, so pregnant, so complete, so much important. We have not spent sufficient time. We can spend more and more too. Because you and I, at least me, at such a level of dull-witted intellect and grossness of intellect and non-understanding and no retention, that 10 times studying and talking is required for a मैं इतना बुद्धू कि आपको इतना बता बता कर मुझे भी याद नहीं रहता. See, very beautiful shloka. Feel the power of this shloka and the meaning. भाष्य के आधार पर ही we will summarize. Listen carefully. First and foremost, as we just now saw the last point in our common sense thought also, ajata ityeva. That Brahman, the truth, the reality, which is never other than us. It's me only. He is ajata. Ajata means all the vikaras which are there. Of all the upadhis, they are not there. So too, all the dharmas of the upadhis, which are bondages, they are not there. Like the sharir ka dharma or vikar, both of them are same. That sharira's dharma is janma, jara, roga, mrityu. That itself is the vikaras of the sharir, which is not joyful. No, that janma, jara, roga, mrityu never gives joy to anyone. So to the pranamaya kosha dharma and limitations are asana pipasa, manomaya ka shoka moha. So anna prana manomayadi, no koshas are there in that pure Brahman. That's the meaning of ajata. Therefore, he is not samsari. He is not limited. He is purna. He is the ananda swarup. In this way, that Lord has to be kept in our mind. For the mind's support, take that Lord to be Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, any name, any form. Because कोई नाम रूप दे दो तो मन को support मिलता है. To conceive a Lord without Upanama, not easy for the mind. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, even the Veda Kala onwards, the Vedic Devatas in the Veda Kala, the Pauranic Devatas in the Purana Kala were given as support for the mind. But let us have the intellect to understand that these Devatas are not mere the avatar of Purushas. All of them are ultimately that Ajata Brahma only. That's why When you do worship of Ganapati, Namaste Ganapate, Tameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi. When you do the Upasana of Surya, Surya Atma Jagatastastushascha. When you do the Narayana, Antarvahisha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Yatishtati Saha Narayana. When you do the Venkateshwara Swami, Parasmai Brahmane, Purna Kamaya, Paramatmane, Prayunje, Paratatvaya. Any Lord is ultimate only Brahman. That should be there to us. Brahman with Maya Shakti is equal to Ishvara. Please remember, any time you do worship, worship is only to the Ishvara, not to Brahman. Though the address is done to Brahman because he is our goal, but the one who responds to us is the Brahman with Maya, Ishvara. Because Brahman is the one who is beyond even Maya. No? So he will not have any ears, eyes to respond. But for our sake, he takes ears and eyes, which are the expression of his Maya Shakti. Anyway, that topic. So both बार समझा चुके हैं, you know it. तो अजात इत्येव. Okay. Now, kaschit bhiruhu prapadyate. Kaschit means somebody, third person, pratham person. That prapadyate, that kaschit bhiruhu prapadyate, the third person singular, somebody surrenders to that Lord. Make it the first person singular. What is the first person singular? Ajata ityevam aham bhiruhu prapadye. Atmanepadi shabda prapadye. I, the frightened one, surrendering to you. And what is the bhaya in me? Naturally, the samsara bhaya. What is the samsara? These are the things. Janma, jara, roga, mrityu, asanaya, pipasa, shoka, moha. All of that put together is samsara. And I am frightened of that. And I want to come out of it. And I cannot do it by myself. And you are kind compassion. You are already crossed that state of samsara. Therefore, you can help. See that? Yeah? And there, itarat sarvam vinashi. Other than Brahman, all others are dukkhanvitam vinashi. Paramatma alone is avinashi, dukkharahita, because he is ajata, means he is beyond all the upadhis and upadhi dharma. उपाधि उपाधि धर्म के अतीत होने के कारण भगवान इज अविनाशी एंड सुख स्वरूप. अदर देन हिम all other devatas are vishanashi and dukkha rupa. They themselves cannot help us. Knowing that, that ultimate Lord only we are worshipping. So we are telling him, I am surrendering to you. Bhiruho prapadyate. What is Bhiruho? Janma jara varanasanaya pipasa shoka mohanvitat samsarat Bhiruho. I am frightened of the samsara. Samsara is all these lakshanas of the upadhis. And unnecessarily I am caught up in them. अब मैं बाहर नहीं आ सकता. Like I can get the disease by doing all nonsense, but I cannot come out. I need a doctor. I will fall in a legal issue by again my nonsense, but I need a vakil or the lawyer to help me. Financial crisis. I need a chartered accountant to sort out. You know? Here also, I am frightened of samsara. I want to come out. Now here again, if we pause, we can pause and learn so many things. Among them, one we discuss. I don't know whether it is conveyable by me or not. We try. What is it? One by one problem of the life, sorting out, is samsara, which will never end. And what is sadhana? Sorting out all the problems once for all. जैसे हमने एक बार कहा, याद है, जगत में समस्याएं नहीं होते हैं, फिर जगत ही समस्या है. सो टू मन में समस्याएं नहीं होते, फिर मन ही समस्या है. We have no problems in the world, then world itself is problem. There are no problems in the mind, then mind is the problem. If you sort out the problem of the mind, then there will be no problems of the mind. Like Gurudev says, two types of people are there. One, those who have problems. Two, those who are problems. है ना? तो here is the subtlest thought कि हम एक एक, जैसे कि मैं बीमारी दूर करना चाहता हूँ, अरे जितना भी करो बार बार आते ही रहते हैं. प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट बीमारी, देन प्रॉब्लम इज आई एम बॉडी. Remaining, maintaining I am body, how many times we get out of the bimari? Is there an end to it? If I transcend the body identity, who cares whether the body is old or diseased or dead? I am not that, that's it. It's we do it million times. कि गाड़ी टू व्हीलर उन दिनों में वी वर नॉट सो रिच एटसेट्रा, बार बार रिपेयर करते. अब जितने बार रिपेयर फिर खराब हो रहा है, आइए एक दिन उसको फेंक दिया. दैट्स व्हाई टुडेज यूथ आर वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. कोई भी चीज सेल फोन वगैरह खराब हो गया, दे थ्रो एंड टेक द न्यू वन, एंड वी द ओल्ड इज डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. अरे इसका छोटा ही प्रॉब्लम है, इसको रिपेयर करना है, 10 रुपए में होता है. कोई से चप्पल थोड़ा टूट गई, ये थ्रोस एंड गेट्स द न्यू वन. एंड वी वही चप्पल घिस के पेजेस में वो क्या है ना, लेदर लगाते हैं, वो पट्टी लगाते हैं, चलाते ही रहते हैं अपन. वी यूज टू डू दैट नो. कोई बैग फट गया तो इतना उसको रिपेयर करते हैं. अभी कोई रिपेयर करते हैं क्या? एनीथिंग कॉस्टली. वाटर फिल्टर खराब हो गया, व्हाट इज द हेडेक, थोड़ा इट गेट द न्यू वन. कार थोड़ा ब्रेक हो गया, जस्ट सेल इट, गेट द न्यू वन. फियरलेसनेस का एग्जांपल कह रहा हूं. सो टू हियर द पॉइंट इज व्हाट, उपाधि में प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. इफ यू सॉर्ट देम आउट देयर इज नो एंड टू देम. उपाधि ही प्रॉब्लम है, जस्ट आंसर देम. Beautiful thing is what, that option is there. Not only the option, possibility is there. Examples are there. Way to make it possible are there. Here he says, he is samsari, he is bhiru, feared, frightened about the samsara. What is it? All the janma jara roga mrityu, they are to the upadhis. As long as I am at the upadhi level, that will continue. न रहेगा बास न बजेगी बांसुरी वाला. I will detach only from all those identities. As we saw in our common sense thought, when we are sentimental, emotional, and frightened, we don't detach from them. Therefore, we get suffering because of them. Like India example, you remember. The moment we detach from them and remain as the self, funny thing happens. What is it? They all become quieted. You know, that aggressiveness India is slowly learning now. Aggressive with balance, not losing the balance. Aggressive because we are truthful. Balanced because we are ready to properly respond to any maturity or murkhata of the other world. You know, the murkhata of the Maldives, we respond by stopping all our what do you call it? The people who go for tourism. उसको फिर अकल टिकाने पे आ गया. No, they invited and gave the biggest honor. We will respect that also. That's called balance. Aggression with balance. Think about, in the same way, here, Kaschit Bhiru Prapadyate means what? There are two things. One is very clear. The root cause of problem is the Upaditana, and I'm ready to come out of it. Yet, though I want to achieve, I cannot achieve, there I need your help. There are two things, no? I want to come out of the Upaditadatmya, and I cannot do, I need your help. This clarity is great, highest. But the other stupidity is what? I don't want to come out of the identity with them. We are at that nonsense level. That is why no guru's help comes to our help. The first fellow, he says, I will go to the guru who can help me. Because he is clear that I want to come out of the Upaditana. But I am not able to. So I go to the guru, surrender to the guru. Guru tells the Upaya. For us, the 10 gurus come behind us. But none of their help helps us. Why? Because we don't want to come out of the identity with the Upadis. है ना? इसलिए जो खाई से बाहर आना चाहता है, उसी को मदद करके ले आ सकते. उसको वहीं रहना है तो who can help? Think about it. Simple thought is what? At the Upadhi level, Janma Jara Roga Marana Mrityu Adi Vikara and the Dukkha, Nobody can avoid. Even the Rishi Muni avatars. At the Upadhi level. Upadhi means that's what. Upadhi में व्याधि होता है बस. उपाधि का अर्थ ही व्याधि. Then how to get out of it? Get out of the identity with them. That's it. That is possible and that is the truth. And that the highest level of Mandukyadi in every Upanishad, the Brahman is reality. On that, these are all Kalpita only. And see at the highest level our Murkhata, as we shared it 20 days back, I remember it, ki on the Kalpita Upadhis which are giving every dukkha, we have so much Astha and Shraddha. And the reality, which is a giver of bliss or Ananda, on that we have no faith. Anna? Just like the greatest of the Sanatana Dharma, we don't have information, knowledge, and faith. And the stupid bacha log, the other religions, we respect them so much. अच्छे हैं सब लोग सनातन धर्म के कंपैरिजन में. Is there any doubt in that? Interesting. So here kaschit bhirhu prapadyate is that. Then rudrayate dakshina mukham. That dakshina mukham, what a beautiful way Shankara Bhagavan has explained. We saw yesterday utsaha jananam, dhyatam and ahladakaram. These three things again, I can talk for 2 days on that. So much the beauty is there in these three words. We'll give you a hint and leave you. First, utsaha jananam is what? In our life, by all means, we have to come out of the nirutsaha, non-readiness, to utsaha, inspiration, and then go to the Guru, go to the Upanishad, go to Shastras. First point. Then, from them, with all the meditative points, get all the guidance, get convinced about it. Start practicing them till they become habit. Once it's a habit, the doing as well as the result, both are ahlada jananam. See the three things? Utsaha, jananam, dhyatam, and ahlada karam. Utsaha jananam means with inspiration you have to go to the source of help. Dhyatam means with all meditative disciplines, you should get all guidances, understand them and practice. What is the proof that we are practicing? Ahlada karam. In that life there is no any more misery. There is celebration. Ahlada means celebration. That is the meaning of prahlada. All the four names given by Hiranyakashipu to his four children are that only. We think only the one child he has got. He has got all the four. Prahlada is the last one. Hlada, Samhlada, Ahlada, Prahlada. ऐसे चार नाम. Prakarshena Hladam. Hlada means Anandam. Why should I worry? I am the devotee of God. So, when we are that way, the devotee of the Rudra, Rudra's blessings give us Utsaha, Rudra's blessings give us Dhyana, Rudra's blessing give us Ahlad. Utsaha means initiative, inspiration to approach the source of guidance, blessings. Dhyana means meditatively listening, getting convinced and practicing. And Ahlada is enjoying the outcome of it, result of it. And in this context, what are the Utsaha, Dhyana and Ahlada? I am the Brahman. None of these upadhis are in reality, in real. When they are not real, how can they trouble me? When the snake is not real, how can bite me? Isn't it? So when we are Rudra's devotee, that samsara bhaya, he will help us to come out. Right now, the last mantra still remains. Let's study. Om, 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 Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnasya, Purnamaya, Om Shanti, Sri Guru. Yes, we took more time for our common sense thought. वी आर एट दैट लेवल व्हाट टू डू उपनिषद पढ़कर समझने का शायद अभी औकात नहीं है, जो होएगा तो होल डे ओनली दैट विल स्टडी, बट देयर इज नो रिग्रेट गिल्ट, इट्स अ जॉय। थैंक यू। गीता में आइए।